Good morning. Are you kidding me? A child caught on tape directing flights at New York's busy JFK Airport.
JetBlue 171, contact departure.
Over to departure, JetBlue 171. Awesome job.
AirMax 403, contact departure. Adios.
Now a controller and his supervisor have been relieved of their duties as the FAA launches an investigation. A father's pain just hours after police discovered a body in the same park where San Diego teenager Chelsea King disappeared. Her father addressed thousands at a moving vigil. We'll hear from him. And the sit-down and the stand-up.
This is a thrill of a lifetime, really. And Alaska being so different from Los Angeles. Here, when people have a frozen look on their face, I find out it's Botox.
Sarah Palin shows up on The Tonight Show and even does her own monologue. We'll check out what the former governor had to say today, Wednesday, March 3rd, 2010.
From NBC News, this is Today with Matt Lauer and Meredith Vieira, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And good morning. Welcome to Today on a Wednesday morning. I'm Matt Lauer.
And I'm Meredith Vieira. And this morning, two employees at JFK Airport, an air traffic controller and his supervisor, are in a heap of trouble.
As well they should be. Yes, they are. This incident happened 2 weeks ago today. Apparently, an air traffic controller brought his child to work and then let that child communicate with pilots, not simply to say hi, but to actually give out some orders. He or she, we're not sure if it's a boy or a girl, cleared 2 flights for takeoff. How could this happen? We're going to have much more on this story in just a couple of minutes.
Also ahead is Naomi Campbell at it again. A chauffeur claims the supermodel attacked him from the back seat on Tuesday as he drove her around New York City and then jumped out of the car and ran away. We're going to have the latest on that. Plus, how clean are those bath toys your kids play with? Just ahead, the ugly truth we uncovered when we took a few in for testing.
And we're going to have more of our special series, Great TV Families Reunited. The cast of the popular sitcom 227, including Marla Gibbs and the unforgettable Jackée, will be reunited live in our studio.
But we begin with that incident at JFK Airport where a child was allowed to direct flights from the control tower. NBC's Tom Costello has the latest. Tom, good morning to you.
Hi, Meredith. We have learned that the child made a total of 5 transmissions from the control tower at JFK, and now federal investigators are trying to figure out how any of this was ever allowed to happen. At New York City's JFK Airport, air traffic controllers handle more than 1,000 flights every day. 2 weeks ago, on February 17th, a new voice in the control tower. A child was directing the planes.
JetBlue 171, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, JetBlue 171. This is what you get, guys, when the kids are out of school. I can bring my kid to work.
The FAA tells NBC News one of the air traffic controllers brought a child to work that day. The child can be heard directing 2 flights on tapes from liveatc.net, a website that monitors and records air traffic control transmissions.
JetBlue 171, contact departure.
Over to departure, JetBlue 171. Awesome job.
If the pilots were upset they didn't let on, listen as the child handles a second flight.
03, clear for takeoff.
403, clear to takeoff. Thank you very much. You have a great day.
At one point, the child had a little fun with one of the pilots from Aeromexico.
AirMax 403, contact departure. Adios.
Contact departure, Aeromexico 403. Adios.
Contact departure. Adios, amigos.
Adios, amigos. Over to departure, JetBlue 195.
Well, the FAA has issued a statement this morning that says the following: pending the outcome of our investigation, the employees involved in this incident are not controlling traffic. This behavior is not acceptable and does not demonstrate the kind of professionalism expected from all employees. And seconds ago, I received this statement from the Air Traffic Controllers Union, and they say, we do not condone this type of behavior in any way. They go on to say that it is not indicative of the highest professional standards that controllers set for themselves. But it is clearly a problem this morning. Meredith, back to you.
Absolutely, Tom. It's apparent that the child was parroting whatever an adult was saying to him or her, and at least on tape, the pilots didn't seem fazed by this. So I guess the question is, was anybody put in real danger here?
Probably not, but you know, I have been, as a part of my job, I've been in control towers, and I am always so careful not to say anything or do anything that would distract a controller. I think that is the concern. Were controllers, could they have in any way been distracted by having a child, their child, in the control tower at the time? And also, what if a pilot didn't hear properly instructions, or perhaps another pilot misunderstood instructions because you've got a child's voice in your ear as opposed to an adult voice? Those are very serious issues.
Yeah, are you surprised that no pilots, at least the ones we heard on tape, raised any objections when they heard this child's voice directing them?
You know, we're all fathers and mothers, at least a lot of us, and I think you know, you probably, your first instinct is to smile that a child is you know, is there. But I think many people view this very seriously.
As far as you know, has anything like this ever happened before?
In a control tower, not that I'm aware of, but back in 1994, there was an Aeroflot plane in Russia that crashed in Siberia because the pilot let his 12 and 16-year-old kids take the controls of the plane, and essentially they crashed the plane. 75 people died. So the stakes here are very high indeed.
Yeah, it's certainly not child's play. Tom Costello,
No, it's not.
thank you very much.
All right.
Bizarre story. Totally. It really is. We're going to get the rest of the morning's top stories from Natalie right now at the news desk. We're going to check in with Ann in just a couple of minutes. She's on assignment in Chile. Natalie, good morning to you.
Good morning, Matt and Meredith, and good morning, everyone. And today, more aid is arriving in Chile following Saturday's massive earthquake. The quake killed at least 800 people and damaged 500,000 homes. NBC's Mark Potter is in hard-hit Constitucion, Chile. Mark, good morning.
But first, this is Today on NBC.